Hello. Last week, someone shared this with me, and I wanted to share it with you. They wrote, "How do I stop tying my self worth to my significant other? I find it hard to enjoy my own company, and I tend to seek romantic relationships. But when the other person doesn't show as much effort, I don't feel loved. I feel worthless. Why do I put myself in such situations?" As I read this, my heart felt heavy. I wanted to help, so I did some research, and although I don't have the perfect answer, I did find something that I hope finds whoever that needs it. There's something I want to introduce to you. It's called synchrony, and in a recent study, researchers found that our self worth is deeply connected to how in sync we feel, not just with other people, but with ourselves. So when you think about it, if a romantic relationship is the only place you feel comfortable, it makes sense that the world crumbles when you lose connection. Because you didn't just lose them, you lost yourself. When we're in sync, we're connected to the world around us. We're physically and mentally present. When we're in sync, we have a strong understanding of who we are. We become more resilient, more emotionally stable, and we're less likely to spiral. But when we lack that internal synchrony, we become dependent on things outside of our control. But the great thing is, synchrony with self can be built. I used to not like being alone, and I was only ever myself when I was with my friends. It wasn't until I started listening to my body, paying attention to how I felt in silence, that's when I realized I wasn't empty. I was just out of sync with myself. I realized that just because I was alone didn't mean I was lonely. But once I reconnected with myself, I realized the value of being in my own company. I began understanding what I wanted to do, who I wanted to be. It's the reason why I make these videos. But to bring it back to what I shared in the beginning, when we don't feel connected within to our thoughts, our body, our values, we look for that connection in something else. It doesn't even have to be a person. It could be an object, it could be a place, it could even be a concept. When we rely on something outside ourselves for validation, our self worth becomes fragile. That's because it's not even ours, it's borrowed. True self worth, it comes not from chasing others, but from chasing our own rhythm. So if they stop texting you and you start to feel like you're awkward or worthless, remind yourself you'll always have somebody as long as you have yourself. Then do one thing to bring yourself back. Move your body, journal your thoughts, touch some grass, or just breathe. Synchrony isn't just a science thing, it's a self thing. And it's the kind of love you'll never have to beg for. Thank you for watching this video, and to whoever it was that shared that anonymous message, I appreciate you taking your time to ask in my bio. Until we see each other again, take care and goodbye.